Hello, everybody. Welcome to the last week of the course here, week 5. And I've got some scenery here, winter, depending where you're at, where you're having the winterness. So, anyway, on to my topic this week, the urge to quit. Many of us, I think everybody probably has these urges to quit what you're doing, to stop what you're doing because of things that are going on in life, things that may be impacting you personally. I've talked before about settling, and that also kind of segues into giving into that urge to quit sometimes. So a lot to deal with this past year. There's been COVID, there's isolation, there's some historical events, a lot of things going on, and a lot of these things have impacted like employment. Some people were able to keep their jobs, some lost jobs, some have to work overtime, a lot of overtime because of different demands. There's stress, there's family, there's the absence of normality, there's depression, and all kinds of things that are going on in life. And all these things create more urges to quit what you're doing. And as graduate students, you may or may not have an urge to quit sometimes or slack off or not get things done on time. And it's just not about school, though. I mean, this is everything in our lives. And so you got to have the courage to, keep moving forward and realize that you are worth more than just giving up or quitting. You do have value as an individual. What you think, what you do is worth something. And, you just have to fight that urge. You got to fight the urge to quit, fight the urge to settle for something less, fight the urge to give up, and fight that urge to take the easy way, instead of doing the right way. All right, so and you got to focus on your dreams, not what somebody else wants for you, uh, and not what life throws at you. What you want, what your dreams are, and you got to stay focused on that. You got to fight and don't give up, and that's important. Sometimes when people talk about fighting, they're talking about physical fighting, but no, this is about emotional and just sticking with your plan, whatever that plan is. You got to be positive, you got to think positive, get positive results from what you do, and go for your dreams. All right. You got to, I've said this before, you got to stop letting distractions in your life get in your way of accomplishing what you want to do. All right. You got to fight for your goals, and that's the bottom line. If you want something, you got to go for it and fight for it. All right, so into week 5 of the course here, last week. A couple things on the game. I'm not going to show individual results here because some of you aren't doing as good as others, but still the game thing. So into week 5, you don't actually need to do any more investing in week 5. I mean, you can if you want to, but that won't be part of what I look at to see what you did every week. So if you want to stop at 4 weeks and just start, make sure and just work on the paper, you can go ahead and do that. So, and let's get in here to the into the week here. So week 5 is like say, in all the courses, you're all doing good in the discussions every week. Assignments too, any questions or into quizzes, um, and the final project. So that's the thing. Make sure, like I said earlier, you don't break anything in the game. If you end up losing money, that's okay. What's important is uh, in the paper, understanding why you made the investments you made. What article or what gave you, what told you, oh, I'm going to buy, 1,000 shares of this or that or the other. All right. So that's kind of what the final's about. You got this week in the chapters. Okay, you got like 5 or 6 chapters here. Chapter 21 uh, has to do, more on portfolio management, investment analysis, and well, let me back up here. I'm sorry. Derivative markets and securities. Okay, futures, forwards and future contracts, option contracts, swap contracts. There's lots of different things within the finance world and within the stock market. Unless you yourself plan on being some sort of stockbroker or something like that, don't let this overwhelm you. Just enough to be familiar with. Okay. Um, professional money management. That's when you got things like hedge funds and different things like that. And then portfolio performance, kind of figuring out how your portfolio is working, which kind of ties into the project. It's you were investing $100,000. How did you manage that? How did it do? All right. So that was that. Survey. We ask you to do a survey every course. So if there's something we need to change, every course we're changing something. We're doing updates, and that's based on a lot of that's based on the feedback we get from students. So that you saw something, and if it didn't get fixed right away, just let us know about it. So, okay. Other than that, that should do it. I'll see most of you next term. And a test question, what's going on here or here, either one. But anyway, so that's the test question. With that, I will leave you, let you go. Have a great week. If you got any questions or anything, just get in touch as always. And that should do it, everybody. So take care.